Hello everybody, welcome back. Alright, so today we have the Tyron Woodley and Jake Paul press conference. I haven't seen it, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to record my first reactions to it. I'm expecting it to be, I don't really know what to expect in all honesty. If you're new to this channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button. And of course, if you want to help me out, give this video a thumbs up and comment something down below. Comment who you think will win. I'm not going to mess around, let's just get straight into watching this press conference. Oh god, he's got that robot again. Why? I don't understand why he has that robot thing. Like, why? The question is who the hell is who the hell is even in that suit? Because they must be massive. That's like 8 foot tall.
3-0. All 3 victories
Tyron
have come by
Woodley's
knockout.
just there like, I don't care about this crap.
Well, let me start with this, guys, and Jake, I'll start with you because you guys, had a private photo shoot. There was no media there, but in that private photo shoot, you guys had a chance to, kind of face off, look at one another, and in that photo shoot.
Bro, is this guy, like, can he not read or something? Like, what's he struggling for?
I saw it in his eyes.
Get to the point.
I saw it deep in his soul that he knew this right hand was going to crack him in his skull. You still stand by that?
Yeah, look, I saw fear in his eyes. I
Yeah.
saw a man who just accepted a fight mostly for a paycheck. I saw a man who doesn't really have fight left in him. I saw a man who's been defeated multiple times now and who will be finished and sent into retirement by YouTube Disney star boxer.
Keyword, you saw a man. Something you're a problem child. That's what you saw. You haven't even been in front of enough people to know what to judge a face-off from. My sparring partners will finish you.
We'll see,
But nice watch, though.
We'll see what happens.
What the
think,
hell was that?
I think your career is over, man.
I know. You think I know. It's two different things.
I'm going to bounce your brain off of your skull. Instant concussion, you will be on the mat. You're just not the same Tyron anymore.
I never was Tyron, number one. Number two, everything you just scripted and wrote and practiced in the mirror, you shaking while you even saying it. Like, this is a fight. This ain't fucking for play. This for real.
Tyron, let me ask you this.
Obviously, I know it's fight talk, obviously they're going to say things that are ridiculous, but Tyron is definitely not scared of Jake. There's no way. I don't know. I can't read if Jake, I don't think he's nervous. I don't know. Like, it's just weirdly quiet. I don't know. It's different to I don't know. It's just bizarre, this.
Let me follow up on that. Because you told the boxing scene, you're going to knock Jake out in 3 rounds. You said, quote, they're gassing him up. You've got power. He's old. He ain't won a fight in a million years. You're the more hungry, younger guy. You're taking me lightly. Think you can beat me up? They're lying to this kid. I'm going to F him up. You still stand by that?
I mean, look at my resume. Look at all the up-and-coming fighters, the Darren Tills, the Kevin Gaslams, the one that gassed up and they gave false hope that they can get the job done. And watch what happened. None of them landed a punch. So him being athletic, him having a right hand, him getting everybody either want him to. So many people come up to me on a
He's so
day-to-day basis,
chilled
you
out.
gotta
He's
knock
just
him
not
out.
asked about Jake
I'm like,
at
damn,
all.
what this dude done did to everybody. He got people wanting to watch him. And that's why we're sitting here right now.
That's the exact pressure that's going to crack you on fight night.
The pressure's gonna be on you, brother.
You have never been in a fight like this, and you
Ever,
know
right?
that the whole MMA community
Robbie
is
Lawler,
counting
Carlos
on you.
Condit, Darren Till. I've never been in a fight like that.
Don't know who the fuck those guys are.
Exactly. They're Hall
You've
of
never been on a
Famers.
fight of this
They're Hall
scale.
of Famers.
You've never
Pick
been
up
on
your
the
phone, you're on
fight of.
YouTube.
You've never
Go
been.
slide
You've
over
never
to
been
Hall
on a
of
fight
Fame.
of this scale, which is why this is the biggest payday of your life. And you know that the whole MMA community is counting on you to knock me out and to beat me.
I'm counting on me.
When you lost lost to Kamaru
I got one
Usman,
person counting
when
on
you
me.
lost to
Me.
Gilbert Burns, when you lost to all of those guys, you had built-in excuses.
When
They were
have
the
you
best.
fought anybody of
oh,
that
they were the
caliber?
best. What happens when you lose to
When
Jake
have
Paul?
you fought anybody
What
of
happens
that
when you lose to
caliber?
Jake Paul? You're going to be the laughing stock
When
of the
have you
internet.
fought
Just like
anybody of that
I
caliber?
turned Nate Robinson into a floor mat, I'm going to turn you into fucking
Nate Robinson plays basketball, and shoot 3 points, and slam dunk.
Oh,
Hey,
should've
Jake.
I knock
laughed.
people out for a living.
But that's quite
Is this
funny.
the toughest fight? When you look at the 3 that you fought, Tyron Woodley, toughest
Obviously
fight
it
thus
is,
far?
yeah.
toughest by far. And that's exactly what I want. I want to continue to increase my opponent's, skill level. I want to challenge myself. This is a legitimate
Increase
knockout
my level?
artist. This is a legitimate knockout artist. He was boxing while I was on Disney Channel.
If Jake actually manages to pull this off, like, it is impressive. Like, no, like, look at Tyron. He's just a classic fighter. He's not like Ben Askren. Like, Tyron is just there like, I'm going to kill you. It's not like Ben Askren where he was like, oh, if Jake isn't very good, then I'll beat him. Tyron's just sat there like, I'm going to kill you, and you can't do anything about it. Personally, for me, I think this fight is better than any fight that Jake's ever had. And just look at the size of Tyron, mate. He's so big and strong. Like, so before, obviously, I said I didn't know who was going to win between Ben Askren and Jake Paul, but that's because I wasn't really up to date on Ben Askren's like ability. I didn't know he was going to be that bad, but after all the knockouts I've seen of Tyron, like, this is actually going to be a real good fight, and I can't wait for it.
Is that you show some pictures of you training with Floyd Mayweather. Can you tell us how those sessions went? And did he give you maybe some tricks that we will see
Okay, so he
on
actually
August
did
29th?
do some
I mean,
training
to get an
with Floyd
opportunity to work
Mayweather.
out with Floyd Mayweather, an idiot would not take that advantage of that situation. He showed me stuff not specifically to defeat Jake, but to be a world-class boxer in general. Techniques, positions, placements, hand positioning, movements. In MMA, sometimes we waste energy. Sometimes we do a lot of shucking and jiving, and they don't have purpose. Everything I do, everything I throw is going to hurt. My feints are going to hurt. It's going to make his body shake to the point where he don't know what the fuck's going on. So
Yeah,
you can say, I'm out to say anything.
I reckon
I'm
if
finna show you
Tyron does
stuff.
hit
You
Jake,
gotta show me.
Jake's gonna
I've
be
been
like,
in there.
oh,
This
Jesus
ain't my
Christ.
first big stage. I was at the sold-out Madison Square Garden with the fight of the night, the biggest gate they've ever had in history, the best card in UFC history. I was a fight of the night.
That's not true. The biggest gate was last weekend in Vegas, but
The biggest gate of Madison Square Garden. Listen to what I say, young man.
so how is Floyd Mayweather gonna teach you to beat me when he couldn't even finish my brother?
Just talk about money and just talk about clout. Because when we talk about fighting, you shouldn't even be talking in the same sentences with me.
I mean, we could talk.
I'm a Hall of Fame already. And I'm going to make history bouncing your head off the mat. Now what?
Well, we can talk about fighting. I mean, if you want to dive into it. I mean,
What can-
look at your
what can-
coaches. Who is your coach? Is
what
it
can we
Pedro
refer
Diaz?
to?
Is it Eric Brown? Is it Floyd Mayweather? You're bouncing around coaches like you do baby mamas. How many kids you got now? You're a 39-year-old man who's
And
pull-up
guess
game
what?
is weak.
You know
Get
what's
your
funny?
shit together, bro.
You know what's funny? You got on
Get
all
your
this
shit together,
you
bro.
look like a rap video.
all of
Tell
this,
me somebody
all
in
of
your
this-
neighborhood that dressed like that.
I'm going fishing.
Tell me somebody in your neighborhood that
Tyron's well
dressed like
funny,
that.
bro.
I'm going fishing.
Tyron?
after this.
I am coach.
How about this?
You want to be a
You rap
rapper.
about what I live.
You want to be a rapper. You
But
have
my coaches
multiple
are
songs on
cohesive.
Spotify that fucking suck with 2 streams,
Brother,
buddy. You're
are you
39 years old
serious?
trying to become a rapper.
Are you serious?
You're trying to become a rapper.
Have you saw
Here's the thing.
yourself?
How about this?
Pull your hair
all
back
of the
and let's
money
see your
that,
lining.
all of the money,
Pull the front of your
all
hair
of the
back and
money
let's
that
see
you're
your
getting from
beat.
this.
I'm still laughing. I'm going fishing after this. Oh, mate, these two want to kill each other. This is going to be so good. Oh, I can't wait.
To your baby mamas.
pull your hair back.
You bought a used Bentley.
You know
I
what's
seen it
funny?
on your Instagram.
You
You
know
bought a
what's funny?
used Bentley
My
with your money.
biggest flex is my
You
kid.
bought
I know.
a used Bentley
That's
with this
my
money.
Hold on.
biggest flex.
I think, but these guys want to
So
hear
you
about.
actually thank you guys.
They wanna hear about the fight.
Instagram covering up the steering wheel so you can't see how many miles is on it. He's like,
Bruh.
just got this Ocean Auto Club
What
used,
are we talking?
used luxury car dealership.
We're talking about fighting.
Yeah, let's talk about
used.
fighting.
I'm talking
So
about
guess
how
what?
you're a used
Let's talk about
bitch.
used Bentley, used bitch, and guess what? You're gonna pay for.
Look at Tyron's body language. He's like, just faces Jake. I think he's actually getting well pissed off.
For those words, brother.
So let me ask you this, Tyron.
By the way, I'm not gonna pay.
Plugs,
I'm paying
plugs,
you.
hey, plugs,
I'm paying you.
plugs get pulled for that word. You're gonna find out.
So let,
Okay,
You're gonna
rapper.
find out.
How about this?
Okay,
You're gonna
rapper.
find out.
Tyron,
I'm culture. I can talk about culture.
A lot of
'Cause I'm
people-
what they rap about.
A lot of people have written because they go back to your UFC record and they say, well, he's lost his last 4. He even lost his last fight.
Put that robot away, or costume, whatever it is. Just please get rid of it. It's starting to piss me off now.
Answer that.
Jake, meet me in sparring tonight. Let's get a warm-up in. I guarantee you when you leave the gym, you will never fucking walk in that ring with me, ever. If you really want to see, if we're a fighter, if it's all about money or if it's all about clout, meet me at the gym today.
Jake,
Meet me at the gym.
Jake,
You are stupid as fuck.
Holla at your boy
let me ask you this.
and watch what happens.
If you win this fight,
When?
and obviously you've knocked out everybody you face, if you stop him, what should they be saying about Jake Paul as a fighter?
I think they're already saying it, man. I think the secret's out of the bag. Look, I'm sparring some of the best fighters in the world. Andrew Tabiti, Jean Pascal, Jalen Love, Rob Safar, Ahmed Elibali. Like the list goes on.
Scoring thoughts.
And when I knock out Tyron, I think people will be like, wow, this kid is he's the real deal. Like Amanda Serrano out here.
I know that it's impossible for people to give Jake Paul credit, but you know, he's not talking shit. He actually is sparring, like he is sparring professionals, and you know, there's so many times where they've put out on social media saying that this kid Jake can hit. Like people have given him credit who've sparred him, and if Tyron beats Jake, it basically means that Jake isn't as good as people think he is. But if Jake beats Tyron, it kind of proves that Jake is as good as he says he is. And I think, you know, if he does beat Tyron, I think he's going to have to fight someone who's like an actual boxer.
You know, the MMA community wants to see Jake Paul fall. They're counting
Everybody
on Tyron,
wants to see
he's
you
just not
fall,
gonna get the
Jake.
job done.
So I know there are members of the
Everybody.
media want to ask him questions. We'll end it with this. We'll start with you, Tyron. What can you guarantee people when they pay their money for Showtime pay-per-view on August 29th to see you fight Jake Paul? What can you guarantee you that they're going to get on August 29th?
Violence.
Jake, same question.
Okay.
I mean, people know what they get when you're tuning into a Jake Paul event. That's
All
why.
3 times.
That's why.
4
That's why
times.
I'm the most impactful 3-0 boxer in history. No fighter has ever accomplished what I've accomplished in 3 fights, more than any fighter has ever earned 3 fights in. And people know what they get when they tune into a Jake Paul show. I'm knocking this guy out. That's what people want to see, and we're putting on a show.
How you gonna do it? And I don't think that. I don't think he don't deserve it. I think what he's doing is trying to, I'm a Disney, I'm a vlogger, and I'm fighting this seasoned veteran UFC champion. It's all just in case. It's a backup excuse for when I wax you in that ring. That's what it is. He a fighter. This is gonna look like a fight. It's a
Yeah,
lot of
it
fights
will
that's
do.
taking place that people are like, oh, this is bad for the sport. Will look like a fight.
Yeah.
It's not going. I'm not just gonna walk out there and swing 2 punches and everybody think I'm gonna knock him out in 2 minutes. This is a real fucking.
Yeah, he's right. This is going to be like nothing you've ever seen before with Jake. Like Tyron, you know, this is going to be like an actual boxing match. And to be fair, I could see this guy in the distance. I don't know. It's so. What Tyron's saying is true. This isn't going to be like. This fight won't be anything like Jake's done before. It's literally going to be like a bloodbath. I think it's going to be quite brutal.
Fight.
But this is
I'm
what we
training
need
like
to see,
I'm fighting
though.
Mike Tyson. I want y'all to really know that. So don't fall for the BS. Oh, I'm Disney. Oh, this is the. No, this is a fight. You want to fight me? You sign the line. It's war.
I would never get in the ring with Tyron Woodley. Fuck that. All right, so I'm going to end this one here. This is part 1. Obviously, in the next part, we're going to be looking at the Q&A that they're going to be doing. Overall conclusions, Tyron Woodley shows that he's not fazed at all by Jake. And I think when he gets in the ring, I think he's going to land some really hard shots on Jake. And I think Jake is going to be a bit like, oh, shit. So here's the thing, this is why press conferences are good. I'm actually excited for this fight because I honestly think it's going to be a real fight like Tyron said. It's not going to be like where Jake's throwing a few punches and then he drops someone. It's not going to be like that. It's going to be a war. So yeah, I just want to say again, if you want to stay tuned for part 2 where we're going to be looking at the Q&A, come back tomorrow and that will be uploaded. Alright guys, thank you for watching. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace!